Let's do the next one. Amazing Grace, my chains are gone, right here. So now, same thing, this blank placeholder, we'll hit the search button. Let's search Amazing Grace. And I think we probably already have this one. So let's click in our libraries, see if we have, yep, Amazing Grace, my chains are gone. Hit link. We can do what we did before, hit Command A. That'll select all of them. Click on the theme section and choose the theme we'd like. Let's reflow. Let's see, Amazing Grace, I'll do the sound. Let's hit right select me. That's coherent. Nice, our phrasing looks good so far. Yep, all of our phrasing looks good. These two lines could be combined instead of being one line per slide. That looks good. Same thing here. At a glance, it looks like all of our phrasing is coherent. So we've got our format, we've got our phrasing. Let's add the background. I almost forgot about that. So I'm gonna do that same thing I did before. I'm gonna hold Option and click and drag this. And that's a quick shortcut to copy over the background, just like that. Now I'll hit the arrangement button up here. Add new arrangement. I'll just label it 1. You can label it whatever you want, it doesn't matter. And let's check what Carrie wants arrangement-wise. Verse 1, verse 2, chorus. Verse 3, chorus, chorus, verse 4. Verse 1, verse 2, chorus. Verse 3, chorus, verse 4. I think we're close. She wants 2 choruses there. So let's add another chorus. And it looks like we're done with that song. What is the next one we need to work on? I Speak Jesus, right here. So let's add that one. In the closing song section, we'll do the exact same process. Search I Speak Jesus. Looks like we have it already. We've already got a background here. I'm just gonna copy over it. Delete this one. Right click, delete. And let's select all of these slides. Do the same thing, theme. Choose the look we want. And looks like these are mostly single line. Let's go to reflow, which will let us quickly adjust that. So I just want to speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every mind. We can combine those 2 lines. I know there's peace within your presence. That's a hard one. We can leave I know there's peace within your presence together, and I Speak Jesus on its own if we have to. Let's combine these 2. And again, this is just information I'm pulling from already knowing the song. Sometimes we'll see something like this where we have like a parentheses and like a transitional word, like cause your name is power, or and, etc. Typically, I like to remove the parentheses words or the optional words and just leave the primary information we want to give our congregation to sing along to. So we've got your name is power, your name is healing, your name is life. Those 3 lines typically go together, and break every stronghold is a new phrase. So I'm going to hold Option, return or enter to break up that slide. So the display that we're seeing on the left side is sometimes dishonest. We want to double check that with what we're seeing on the right side here, right? So if we're looking here, your name is power, your name is healing, your name is life, beautifully fits inside of 2 lines. Let's look at the next one. Break every stronghold, shine through the shadows, burn like a fire. That's fitting well. Let's look at the next section. We can combine these 2, combine these 2, combine these 2. I can actually split these 2 because they're a phrase in itself. Combine these 2. And I think with that, we are solid. Let's go back to our presentation view, and looks like everything is pretty well split up as far as phrasing goes. So I'm okay with that. Now, let's go over sequence. Verse 1, verse 2, chorus. Verse 3, verse 4. Verse 4 again, chorus, chorus. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's get a new arrangement. I'll hit 1. So verse 1, verse 2, chorus. I think I'm not seeing verse 4. Let's take a look at what the chord chart says. So there's a chord chart that's already attached to Planning Center we can reference, and a lyric sheet. So we've got verse 1, verse 2, verse 3. Oh, so here it's listing verse 4 as shout Jesus from the mountains, Jesus in the streets. In ProPres7, they're calling it bridges. So it looks like what we're actually going to be doing is verse 1, verse 2, chorus, verse 3, and then bridges. So we've got bridge, bridge, and then chorus, chorus, and then it says VA for vamp. Let's see, what does the chord chart call a vamp? I'm not seeing anything. When we reach discrepancies like that, we just want to connect straight with our praise team leader and just be like, hey, what section are you actually talking about here? Oh, so there's a misprint. She told me that it's actually verse 1 at the end, not A. So that is a typo. So V1. So we've got coming back to verse 1, and looks like that is in line with what she has written down. And any discrepancies, because we're utilizing this arrangement feature, we'll be quick to adjust Sabbath morning if needed. And that is all of our songs.